Daily Sean, welcome back, Tried. I'm your host, Sean Dent. Quick thought on something called Some Good News. Hashtag Some Good News, also hashtag SGN. Anybody remember the skit between Jimmy Fallon, I think Justin Timberlake, when they did this? Yeah, every time that I think of saying hashtag or talking about hashtag from person to person, and I do that, I always think of that skit. I'm going to have to try and find that, maybe share that link, because it's freaking hilarious. Anyway, there was a video that came out about a week or so ago, once again, in the middle of the pandemic, depends on when you're catching this on the record. There was a video done by John Krasinski, who, if you don't know who he is, then you've never watched The Office, you've never seen Jack Ryan, or a bazillion other things that he's in. Oh yeah, he also did the movie A Quiet Place. He's kind of known. Funny dude. Great actor. He did this new thing on YouTube called Some Good News, and it literally is what it sounds like. He asked for people to send him some good news, and they sent it in droves. So he ended up creating a YouTube channel that ends up becoming like this show called Some Good News. And I thought it was really cool and entertaining. The second episode was about him interviewing a little girl who had posted something on the internet about having to cancel her trip to go see the Broadway play Hamilton. Once again, if you don't know what Hamilton is, you might be living under a rock. It's only like the most popular Broadway show ever. Had to cancel it because of the pandemic. So she says that instead of watching Broadway, Hamilton, her and her mom, this little girl, her and her mom decided to watch Mary Poppins instead. And for those of you that don't know, the new Mary Poppins movie was redone, and the character Mary Poppins was played by John Krasinski's wife, Emily Blunt, who also, if you don't know who she is, you're living under a rock. Be that as it may, one thing led to another. He does a Zoom video and brings the little girl on, and it ends up being like half, if not the entire cast of Hamilton singing to the little girl. How cool is that? Watched it the other morning, and I had been feeling pretty heavy, as the tribe knows. This pandemic thing, I was consuming way too much information, trying to keep up to date, trying to stay informed, trying to stay safe, and it started to consume me. The darkness was just crushing me, chipping away at my soul. So that day, I decided not to ruminate and listen and watch all of the things that keep coming at you with the pandemic left and right. Where's a little bit more and here's a little bit more. I decided to not do it. I watched that video and I thought to myself, that's a really good idea. Why don't I do that? I mean, this whole time I thought being in the social media presence and having a legitimate following on a couple different websites and a couple different platforms. The tribe is pretty strong on several platforms, and I have their attention. I thought I should do a lot of things that have to do with critical care management of the patients and do what all the other influencers are doing when it comes to free open access medical education. If you remember the hashtag FOAMED, F-O-A-M-E-D. I thought I would go down that road, but it's just not me. So then I completely shut down and stopped talking about it altogether. I no longer share any information about what I'm doing at work with the COVID patients, with or with not the COVID patients, with or with not the surge, and any of the therapies that we're doing. I've chosen to keep that within my community and my department. I decided that I'm not sharing that stuff because it zaps, it sucks the life force out of me. And I thought, what else could I do? Gee, why don't I do what John is doing and just share some good news? Try and keep the positivity going. So on Instagram, I asked people to send me some good news, and it just keeps coming. People keep sending me stuff about some good news. And I thought, I'm going to send it over here to YouTube. So if you have some good news that you'd like to share, you can send it to me by message. You can post it on my Facebook fan page. I want you to send me some good news, however you can. And I'm going to post it wherever I can. It's difficult to put it on. Maybe I'll put it on the community tab on YouTube, or I'll share it on my Facebook fan page. I don't know if I'll end it up on Instagram, or we'll put it in the tribe's Facebook private group. I might do all the above. I don't really care. But I'm going to share some good news because it makes me feel good. And if it makes me feel good, I'm imagining I could make at least a sliver of the tribe feel good. And that's what I'm going to do. So from this point forward, hashtag SGN, send me some good news, and I will share it with the tribe. That's all I got. End of the video. Hit the like button, subscribe, send it to someone that you love, you care about. Heck, send it to anybody you don't. Just send it. And I'll see you in the next video. Daily Sean. I'm out.